General. I was hoping you'd come by. Do you have time for a chat?
Sure. What is it?
Well, I wanted to apologize. You know, for being so reserved when you first arrived. It's just... I miss Tahar. So damn much.
I can imagine. What was your relationship?
Oh, no. We weren't lovers. Tell me, General. Do you have someone you truly call your friend? Someone who just... understands you? Someone who you know will always have your back?
I do.
I thought so. Then you know how rare and valuable such a bond is. Especially in the months after the wars, we'd have these long talks. Sometimes over a mug of ale. Sometimes just walking through the keep. Tahar was the first person I felt I could tell anything to. No judgments or assumptions. I think it's rare to find someone you can just... I don't know... trust. But here's the thing, General. Tahar was struggling. Nightmares, hallucinations, panic attacks. The list goes on. I mean, how would you feel if you had to kill your own mother after just finding out she was still alive?
Tahar was traumatized. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes. It wasn't a well-known fact either. Tahar made sure of that. To everyone else, it looked like the Wolfguard had a hero for a leader, but not me. So when news of those disappearances reached us, and the brave hero of the Purity Wars insisted the Wolfguard should investigate, I argued it was a bad idea. It was too rash of a decision, too risky, and I told Tahar just that. Our last words were in anger, right here in the Wolf Chamber. And that just breaks my heart.
Do you think the trauma played a role in Tahar's death?
As in, did it lead to some poor decision-making? Yeah, I do.
You can't blame yourself for what happened. You were only trying to help a friend.
Yeah, part of me knows that. Anyway, sorry for the monologue. I guess what I'm trying to say is, if I ever behave like a complicated princess again, then it's probably because I need some more time to process.
I understand.
Hey, can I ask you something, General?
What?
That amulet you're always wearing. What's the story behind it? I might be wrong, but I get the feeling that it's, I don't know, important to you?
Oh, that? Someone gave it to me, back in Imperia.
I see. Sorry, I didn't mean to pry.
That's all right. You can ask me anything.
You're going to regret saying that. I guess I'll see you around, General, won't I? Thanks for the chat. General, what is it?
What are your thoughts on the mission?
My thoughts? Why?
Just wondering.
Well, what is there to say? The last thing this country needs right now is a war with crazy dwarves, or some ancient god swallowing it whole. Though I had hoped for a longer respite, to be honest. 2 years since the wars, and here we are again at the verge of yet another one.
We'll make sure it doesn't come to that.
Your words in Ellen's ear, General.
What's your take on our companions?
Oh, so we're doing the gossip thing? Sure, why not? Who?
How do you feel about Wraith?
Good question. To be honest, there's something about him that, I don't know, makes me melancholic. He tries not to show it, but it's always there. It reminds me of Tahar a little, and that worries me. But if there's one thing I have no doubts about, it's his commitment to our mission. Either way, anyone else?
How do you feel about Wraith?
He tries, but if there's one thing either way...
So, tell me a little more about yourself.
Personal or professional interest?
Mostly personal.
I see. Well, here's the deal. Ask me what you want, but I get to ask something in return.
All right. Do you miss Finnonmere sometimes? Your homeland?
Not really. Though sometimes, there are those nights when I get nostalgic. I think of the giant trees, the the towering buildings and the tranquility. And I wonder what my life would be like if I had stayed there, though I'm probably just romanticizing the past. I'm very good at that.
What do you do when you're not out in the field or working for the Circle?
You're asking about my pastimes? That's unexpected. I like nature, and I play cards.
Cards? You mean you gamble?
Sometimes, yeah. Not for high stakes, though. It's really just for fun. There are a couple of playing clubs down in Greyfell. You play too?
At times. We should play around someday.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I'll let you know the next time I'm heading down.
What are your plans for the future?
You mean plans as in settle down, get fat with children, and grow old knitting in my rocking chair?
Is that what you want?
Not really. I mean, someday, yeah, but as you might know, in elven terms, I'm barely an adult. Also, I was never good with plans. Things change all the time, so what's the point anyway?
I feel ya. Outside of the service, I'd like to play things by ear.
I thought so.
Well, thanks for letting me know.
Hold on. You're not getting off that easy. My question. Okay. I hope this isn't too personal. Was there ever a someone in your life? Like a significant other?
Am I sensing a subtext here?
Oh, no. That came out wrong. I mean, not that I'd, just answer the question, will you?
No.
Always the lone wolf, then. Huh. Where were we?
I'll see you around.
Yep.
Stay close. What's this?
Let's talk later, shall we?
Over here.
War after war has scarred Fiara, altering the tides of power across much of the continent. In Nortender, a fragile hope for peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom. A new beginning dawns for the Morhir, as their new settlement finally takes shape, while the orcs realize the dream of the Great Khal in Bargagor. The dwarves carry on in their stronghold below the mountains, and the Exalted Father rules quietly over the dark elven swamps. It is an era of change, of redefining the old and discovering the new. Light rain falls from an overcast sky as you and the Black Company leave the Greyfell walls behind you. It continues for days. The lands are enfolded in a strange half-light, as though the sun has lost part of its vigor. Still, there's a sense of awakening all around you. Children play on the village streets. Farmers work their acres with weary but content faces. Maybe the Queen was right, you think, as you retire to your tent after the first day's journey. Maybe this is the cusp of a new era. Sleep comes quickly.
The dream? Something's different this time.
You? Now that's unexpected.
What are you talking about, ma'am?
You've come here 100 times, but your mind was never willing to let you pass this point. Yet here you are, and something about you is different. What is it, I wonder? Did you finally stop trying to outrun your shadow?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now can we stop this folly and continue on to your village? The Dawn Reapers won't wait for us.
As you command, General. Where were we? Right. You and I were on our way to meet your Colonel Rickus in Caval. and organize the village defenses. To avoid the roaming orcs that you ordered my son, Kieran, to deal with, we took a secret path. Go ahead, General. Step through.
Yes.
If you don't mind my saying, General, I see why my son admires you. You're a good leader.
What makes you say that?
Well, you're not afraid to put your own life on the line for the greater good. You could have just stayed back at the outpost, but you didn't, for the sake of my village. That's the hallmark of a great leader.
The Crown doesn't seem to agree with that.
What do you mean?
There's another Nortandian general serving in Imperia at the moment, Karas. Last week, the Crown decided to promote him instead of me to Major General, even though he does nothing but sit on his hands all day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. It's just a title.
Keep it up. Out of the way.
All right, now we just need to follow the road to the Guardians. Do you see that?
A dead orc. Huh.
What is he doing so close to the village? I don't get it, General. You said they wouldn't arrive before nightfall.
According to our scouts, they shouldn't. I'm sorry, I don't understand this myself. Still, no reason to panic. Their main horde can't have possibly made it past the Red Ridge yet, and even if they did, Colonel Rickus is already there.
But...
It's gonna be all right. Now, where's your village? We shouldn't waste any more time.
Okay, I'll show you. Follow me.
Stay close. This way. Yes. Out of the way. What do we have here?
Another barrier.
And here we are again. I had a feeling this would happen.
What? What is this?
Didn't I tell you already? It's your cowardice. Yes, you've shoveled away some of the earth, but it seems as though you're still not ready to see the corpse buried beneath. But I understand, Arab. If I were you, I'd be scared too. Now go, will you? It's time to wake up.
You bolt awake. Save for the chirping of cicadas and the crackling of the brazier in your general's tent, there's silence. With a sigh, you let yourself fall back into your bed, trying to make sense of what just happened. An hour later, just as the blackbirds and swamp pheasants start their song, you get up and take a walk through the quiet camp. The same day, in the early afternoon hours, you arrive at the border of the Saranian Swamp. According to the maps, the village where the occurrence took place is near.
Here we are, the Saranian Swamp.
Not the most hospitable of places. Is there a reason dark elves settle in caves?
Because they are easy to defend. I pinpointed the soul vanishing to a small village deeper in the swamp. It's off the map, but we should be close. I suggest we take a look at it while the Black Company set up camp in the south.
And you're sure they aren't just going to take the money and turn tail? We need them armed and ready in case of any nasty surprises.
They'll be ready when we need them. Shall we, General? General?
What? Oh, yes, sure. Sorry, I didn't sleep well.
So I heard. Let's be off.
Uh-huh.
Got it. You're sure of this?
Ralsane! Pale bloods!
By the... Wait, we don't mean any harm, we...
Kill them!
This ends now!
Tiara's breath. Why do they attack us? Who were they?
Infiltrators. Dark elven soldiers. Claws, this is bad. Come, let's talk to the survivor.
So, what's the plan?
What's
Hello?
this?
Are you alright? Strange. He doesn't even seem to be aware of us.
Reminds me an awful lot of that dwarf we found in Windwall. The one with the archaeologist.
Of course. Wraith, what do you make of this?
He's empty.
I beg your pardon?
This man. Somebody siphoned his soul. That's... interesting.
How do you know his soul's gone?
I told you it's my profession. Normally, every living being has a flame, which dies if that being's shell ceases to function. This man's body, however, still appears intact. Only his essence is gone.
That's ghastly.
Just like the dwarf in Windwall, then.
Not quite. That dwarf in Windwall still had a bit of his soul left, as though only a part of it had been extinguished. This man is gone. Completely and utterly gone.
Do you think these dark elves did this?
That's the most obvious explanation, isn't it? The question is how they did it. I've never seen anything like it.
In other words, someone stole his soul?
His essence, yes. He can't hear, he can't feel, he can't think. He's been turned into a hull.
And I guess we found the cause of these soul vanishings, didn't we? And whoever is responsible for it.
Probably, but let's not jump to conclusions. Let's see what happened in this village first.
Agreed, let's... Wait, what's happening?
What now?
Guardians. What was that? He transformed?
He did.
Why, though? Do you think he reacted to our presence?
No. No, I don't think so. It almost felt as though someone did this.
You mean, someone knows we're here and turned this man into that thing?
Probably the one who took his soul. I suggest we find that village as fast as we can, General.
Agreed. Let's stay on our guards.
Over here.
I've been thinking. Wraith, could this irregularity perhaps be a mutation of the Bloodburn? Telepathy, stolen minds? It sounds similar, doesn't it?
No.
What makes you so sure?
Because I did little else but study the Bloodburn after it took my family. It has nothing to do with this.
Your family?
Let's find the village, shall we?
See that bridge over there? That's the...
More dark elves! Look out!
It's them or us.
All right. Let's take a look at that village.
And keep our weapons ready.
Breath. Are they all...
Siphoned, yes. Just as I expected.
Guardians. Now what? Are they going to transform too?
We should prepare for the worst. Let's...
The light, feed the light. The black one carries the mirror.
Did you hear that?
Yes. One of them is still alive.
The light, feed the light. The black one will carry the horde.
That's strange. Has he been siphoned too, Wraith?
His soul is still intact, so no. His condition must have another cause.
I know that look on his face. Catatonia. Whatever happened here must have traumatized him so severely that his mind went into a state of shock.
But why didn't whoever siphoned the village take his soul too?
Good question.
What's her name?
The light, feed the light. The black one will carry the horde.
What happened here?
Light, feed the light. The black one will carry the horde.
Well, whatever did happen here, you proved your theory, Wraith. The soul vanishing is happening.
I always knew that it was happening. But why? And who is behind this? We need a witness.
There must be a way to get answers from him. Maybe we could... Do you see that? There's a scar on his forehead. No. It's a word. Samza. Is that his name?
Father? Is that you?
Norse claws. He thinks... Play along, General.
Yes. It's me, Samza.
They took them, Father. And they took them all and fed them to the horde.
Who did? The Dark Elves? Please, tell me what happened here.
I don't wanna.
Well, it's the only way I can protect you. Tell me, Samza. Please.
It was in the morning, and it was very cold, and I was at the village square, and then the masked people came. Everybody was scared of them, you know? A lady led them, but she was also masked, so nobody could see her face. She ordered everybody to come to the town square to make an announcement. They didn't want to, but they had swords, so they came anyway. Then when all the people were there, she raised the mirror.
A mirror?
The horde of souls. That's what she called it. Some people were scared and they tried to run, but the soldiers wouldn't let them. She then said that they'd all feed the light now, and then the horde started glowing, and then it started eating people, and then it was so terrible, but they just wouldn't stop. They just wouldn't stop. When it was over, everybody was silent. So I was silent too. The woman looked at the horde and left.
Helen's reigns.
The woman. We need to find this.
Where there is change, there is always resistance. Now, it has a face.
You're the one he was talking about, aren't you? Better explain yourself fast. Who the hell are you?
Oh, only a servant to a higher purpose. Just like you. Now, I would warn you to surrender, but something tells me you will not. Let me see what you're made of.
Make it good.
Consider it done.
Guardians. Who were they? They fought like Nor incarnate.
Sleepers.
What's a sleeper?
An elite soldier of the Dark Elven Army. Psychic assassins. They're chosen at an early age and brought up in special homes called Wellsprings, where the overseers systematically traumatize them to unlock their psychic abilities.
So they are Dreamweavers?
Yes. Battle mages incapable of emotions. That masked woman, their leader, was one of them too. And a very powerful one at that.
Why didn't she transform the villagers like she transformed that farmer?
Good question. Maybe she wanted to save their hulls for later.
We should definitely be wary.
How certain are you that they are sleepers?
100%.
Let me get this straight. You said that they systematically traumatized children in order to unlock their psychic abilities?
That's how Dreamweavery works, yes. No one really knows how they do it, but there are rumors. Rumors you probably don't want to hear.
What, and the Calibrock citizens know about and tolerate this?
It's considered an honor. Though that doesn't mean that there haven't been mothers and fathers of Wellspring children who tried to free them.
So who's behind this? Do you think they are acting under the orders of the Dark Elven realm?
On behalf of the Exalted Father, you mean? No, I don't think so. Why would the Exalted Father order them to destroy a Dark Elven village? But we'll find out. For now, we should prepare for battle. I doubt these sleepers were the last of the masked woman's soldiers.
Good. Then let's hope your mercenaries set up Cat.
Well, doesn't this place look lovely? What happened here, General? We heard fighting.
Speaking of Nor...
Who are you?
Pavon Kelwa, second in command of the Black Company. Now what happened here? This place looks like a troll threw a party at a pigsty.
Well, we found out who's behind these vanishings, and they are out for blood. I hope your men are ready to fight.
Count on it. We've set up an outpost south of here, as you ordered. We found a very good spot. There's even a Spire of Souls we can use for our purposes.
Spire of what?
Spire of Souls. We can use it to collect Echo, a magical substance we Dark Elves use for several purposes. We have specialized mages in the company, harvesters, who can gather it from the bodies of the deceased.
This?
Yes. Think of it as spiritual residue. I can tell you more about it later, but now we should get back to camp and make a stand. Kelwia, give us an overview of the situation, will you?
Sure thing. While you were busy up here, we've set up an outpost in the south. Not much, but a place to start. And as I said, we also raised a Spire of Souls to harvest Echo. Now, since we're up against Dark Elves, we should prepare for heavy and regular attacks. Nor's children aren't known for their lack of resolve. You're calling the shots, of course. But if I were in your position, I'd be particularly careful with those small winding paths. My spectres said the Dark Elves have set up ambushes there. On the bright side, we were able to locate their base. You brought a map, didn't you? Here, I'll mark it for you. And that's about it. I'll be at the outpost should you have any further questions. Now, let's prepare for one hell of a fight, because that's what we're getting.
General?
What is it?
I found this on one of the dead sleepers. A teleport rune. It might come in handy.
Thanks.
Your will shall be done. Yes? Understood. We will do as you say.
What is my purpose?
Yes?
Go ahead.
Yes?
Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done.
General, our research has yielded a new technology. Building completed.
Understood. We will do as you say. Your will shall be done. Understood. We will do as you say. Work?
We're under attack!
Yes. This is how it ends.
They're attacking the workers! We're under attack!
Stay tuned.
Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done.
Orders? I will follow.
Your will shall be done. Understood. We will do as you say.
General, we need more wood.
I'm listening.
I'm here.
I'm sorry. I cannot help you. Yes?
Building completed.
There's work to be done. Understood. We will do as you say.
We have no more room for troops. We need to improve our outposts.
Your will shall be done.
General, our research has yielded a new technology.
What is it?
Ah, good of you to come by. I'm afraid our previous introduction was a bit rushed, so here we go again. I'm Pavon Kelwer, second in command of the Black Company. The boss sent me to coordinate our men and assist you as needed.
Pleasure to meet you. And where's your boss?
He's currently finishing up another contract with a small contingent of the company back in Calibrock. He sends his regrets that he's not able to come in person. Wraith's request was a little sudden, but the boss was more than willing to come through for an old acquaintance. Rest assured that your coin will go a long way.
Wraith's coin, you mean?
Of course. The crown will have full deniability. Anyway, is there anything you need, General?
We will do.
I'd like to know more about the Black Company. Wraith mentioned you were Dark Elven ex-military.
You got it. Most of us served in the Exalted Father's strength until we defected. We have a few former intelligence as well, mages like Wraith.
And what made you defect?
Various reasons, but most of us rejected the idea of blind obedience. Serving the realm and the Exalted Father demands everything of a person. I don't know about you, but when my gut tells me something is wrong, I listen to it. The realm doesn't tolerate that.
I see. Do you have any ideas about who this masked woman might be? And these sleepers she's commanding?
I'm afraid not. But I'm sure we can look into it for you, if you have the coin, of course. We should talk about this when we get back to Greykeep. I'm sure my boss would like to have a word in it too.
Do not try to follow. I'll strike from within. Very well. As you say.
What do you want?
I am ready.
Yes.
Building completed.
Do you have any ideas about who this masked woman might be? And these sleepers she's commanding?
I'm afraid not. But I'm sure we can look into it for you, if you have the coin, of course. We should talk about this when we get back to Greykeep. I'm sure my boss would like to have a word in it too.
Well, let's get back to the fighting.
Of course. I'll be here if you need anything.
We're running out of iron.
Your will shall be done.
What do you require?
What now?
Yes.
Our presence here will not go unnoticed.
Finally, some action.
General, our research has yielded a new technology.
What do you need?
Right here, if you say so.
The outpost is built, General. We've expanded our borders. Building completed.
What now?
General, we need more wood.
What do you require?
Understood. We will do as you say. Your will shall be done. Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done. Understood. We will do as you say.
Building completed. General, we need more wood.
Your will shall be done. Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done.
Go ahead.
Really?
Understood. We will do as you say.
So it must be.
Pathetic.
Yes? One step closer to victory.
The outpost is built, General. We've expanded our borders. We're under attack!
I'm ready.
Just give the word. Yes?
General, we need more wood.
That way?
This way.
We're under attack!
You got it. Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm.
Over here.
Try to keep up.
Stay close. This is it.
We're under attack! We're under attack!
Sure. Sounds like a plan.
Lead on then.
You got it.
Sure.
I will follow.
That way?
Lead on.
Brothers, get ready. There's
Understood.
work to be done.
We will do as you say.
Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done.
General, our research has yielded a new technology.
Your will shall be understood. We will do. Brothers, as you say. Get ready. There's work to be done. Your will shall be done.
Yes.
Out of the way.
The Exalted Father knows best. Understood. We will do as you say.
We're under attack!
Yes.
Over here.
Sounds like a plan.
It must
Yes?
be done.
Right here, if you say so.
The outpost is built, General. We've expanded our borders. General, we need more wood.
Here we
More
go.
of the crescent.
Fair enough. Let's do this.
Challenge us.
We're under attack!
So, what's the plan?
Your will shall be done. Understood. We will do as you say.
We're under attack!
What do you require? I'm ready.
Lead on then.
We're under attack! General, we need more wood.
What now?
Sure.
Stay close.
All right.
You got it.
I am ready.
Uh-huh.
Bro. To be done.
Yes.
Make it good.
I will follow.
Need something?
Attack! Don't let your guard down.
What do you want?
We're under attack!
Yes.
On your order.
Building completed.
Your will shall be done.
Building completed.
Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done.
I'm here.
Keep it up.
Ready.
Yes?
Your will shall be done. Understood. We will do as you say.
We're under attack!
Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done. Understood. Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done.
Building completed.
Yes? Of course.
Your will shall be done. Understood. We will do as you say.
Lead on.
This way.
Get
Crescent.
Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done. Your way.
We're under attack!
Brothers, get ready. There's work to be done. We will do as you say.
Go ahead.
Your will shall be done.
I'm listening. Stay close.
We have no more room for troops. We need to improve our outposts.
Yes. Understood.
What is it?
That way?
Move in.
It's them or us. What do you require? What now?
General, our research has yielded a new technology.
What do you want?
Yes?
They're not getting away.
Try to keep up.
Sure.
Finally, some action.
All right, give me a second.
Make it good.
The outpost is built, General. We've expanded our borders.
Consider it done.
All right, here goes nothing.
Take them out!
This is it.
Here we go.
No one lives forever.
Attack! They must have done.
I am ready.
What do you need?
Fair enough. Let's do this. Get ready.
Yes?
That was all of them. Where's the masked woman?
Gone. Probably with that horde she used to steal the souls.
Damn it. Shouldn't have happened.
I agree. But at least we now know what we're up against. And we did what we came here for. To gain information. There's a group of rogue sleepers stealing people's souls and feeding it into that device. For whatever purpose.
That's an awfully small amount of information for a lot of lives.
Is it? Information is the first step to defeating an enemy. We'll cross paths with the masked woman and her sleepers again, and next time she won't get away that easily. You can count on it.
We still haven't found evidence that any of this is connected to the God of Light, though.
No evidence, but hints. You remember what that village fool Samsa said?
That the masked woman said feed the light before she raised that crystal to siphon them.
Correct. It might have been some strange metaphor. But what if that's what the sleepers are actually doing? Feeding the souls to the God of Light. There is a connection. We just have to figure out the specifics.
If these sleepers were also behind the disappearances Tahar investigated, they were probably also behind Tahar's death, weren't they?
Very likely so.
I'll make sure to ask that masked lady nicely next time we meet her.
Well, then let's head back to Greyfell and tell the Queen about this. Good work. All of you.
I'm here.
You got it.
What's this?
War after war has scarred Fiora, altering the tides of power across much of the continent. In Nortender, a fragile hope for peace drives the efforts to rebuild a ravaged kingdom. A new beginning dawns for the Morhir, as their new settlement finally takes shape, while the orcs realize the dream of the Great Khal in Bargagor. The dwarves carry on in their stronghold below the mountains, and the Exalted Father rules quietly over the dark elven swamps. It is an era of change, of redefining the old You cast one last look over your shoulder as you leave the Saranian swamp behind you. As though touched by the hands of a corpse, an icy cold crawls down your neck. The Horde, the god of light, it's evident that they are connected. But how? For the first time in weeks, the sun breaks through the cloud-covered sky. You turn your horse around to catch up with your soldiers. At night, you lay awake for hours before exhaustion finally overwhelms you. Samsa's words echo in your thought as you fall into a dreamless slumber. The light. Feed the light. The Black One carries the mirror.
Well then, the Queen will want to report.
I see. I had hoped for a different outcome. But you once again made the best out of a hopeless situation. Which is why it is time to make this official.
You mean...
Yes, General Arev. You proved yourself worthy. I hereby pronounce you General of the Wolf Guard. I trust you will lead your soldiers as well as you have done before. A lot depends on it.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I will not disappoint you.
Good. Now, back to the task at hand. Thanks to the Wolf Guard's efforts, we now know that there is a dangerous political movement in Windholm, led by a dwarven priest named Arrakis. Furthermore, the soul vanishing Skadar observed is real, and it's a group of rogue dark elves, led by a masked woman, who are responsible for it. And there are hints that it's connected to the God of Light. This means that there are 3 questions we need to find answers to. 1. Who are those sleepers? 2. Who or what exactly is the God of Light, and how does it plan to enter our world? We hardly know anything about it. And 3. How do we deal with High Hierophant Arrakis and his movement? The last thing we need when facing an ancient god is an empire of crazed dwarves.
Shouldn't the Royal Army take over now that we know what we're up against?
On the contrary, the Wolf Guard is best suited for any of these missions.
How so?
Because I want to see these matters dealt with as swiftly as possible. Mobilizing the Royal Army would mean a lot of discussions with the other noble houses, for which we lack the time, and I lack the patience.
So, you want to make all these questions Nortandra's responsibility?
What other choice do we have? Do not misunderstand, General Arev. I, too, would rather focus my efforts on rebuilding the country. But both the matter in Windholm and these masked dark elves pose a threat to our empire. And I will not stand by and hope someone else will take care of this for us.
Your Majesty, regarding Tahar...
I know. You think those sleepers behind the Soul Harvest are responsible for his death?
It's very likely. Tahar was examining the disappearance of a village when the ambush happened. And, judging by a conversation I had with the mortician, the wounds match the swords of a sleeper.
So it wasn't X-Purity after all?
Probably not.
Well, we shall know for sure once we identify the sleepers and bring them to justice. Another reason to see this through.
Absolutely.
All right. And how do we stop Arrakis without starting a war?
With the help of someone who is on her way to Greykeep as we speak. We will confer once she is here.
Someone?
You shall see.
Fair enough. Any ideas where we can find information on the God of Light?
Remember when I told you that I've been following a lead? Turned out this one wasn't a dead end. We already knew that many religions mentioned the God of Light, albeit under different names. There's one in particular, though, that sparked our interest. The Alyani.
The tribe indigenous to the Howling Steppes? How can they help us?
Well, unlike other religions, their entire faith revolves around the God of Light. It plays a pivotal role in their culture.
So you want to travel there and find out if they know anything worthwhile, correct?
I think it's worth a try.
Agreed. General Arev, you will travel to the Howling Steppes with a division of your best soldiers and find us some answers.
Understood. Where should we start looking for clues regarding the rogue sleepers?
Well, the first step should be to contact Exalted Father's ambassadors, and...
No.
Excuse me?
Dark Elven governance is... complicated. Even if we were to send an emissary right now, it would take us moons to even get an answer.
Then what do you suggest?
We reach out to a contact of mine, the leader of the Black Company. He knows all the dark corners of the Dark Elven realm, and I'm sure he can dig up some information on those rogue sleepers as well. With your permission, I'll send a messenger and arrange a meeting in Calibrock.
You have it. General Aref, you will accompany Skadar and see if this mercenary lord has anything worthwhile to say. It appears that we have a plan. The quicker we follow up on these matters, the better our chances of stopping the rock slide before it crashes down the slope. Good luck, and thank you for all your service. You have done well.
Tell me this is a joke, Ambassador. Tell me this is a bloody joke.
I'm afraid not, Commander.
I've served the crown for 30 years. 30 years! And now she discards me like an old pair of boots?
The caravan's safety was your responsibility. And by walking off with that recruit, you endangered all of us. I'm sorry. You were only 2 years from your retirement either way. And the incident will not impact your pension. The Crown will not let you...
Go to hell!
General, is there anything I can help you with?
What was that about? Your argument with Commander Reinhardt?
The Queen demoted him for his failure on the Golden Road. She basically sent him into early retirement.
That's appropriate. His behavior endangered the entire division.
I agree. Sauntering about the forest with that recruit? He was careless.
Has our dwarven ally arrived yet?
Not yet, but we have received word that she passed the gates of Kings 2 days ago. In other words, she will arrive soon. If you'd be willing to wait, I could arrange a conclave right after she arrives.
Let me get back to you. There are some things I need to take care of first.
Of course.
Keep it up. Out of the way. Interesting.
General.
What's your take on our companions?
Why?
Because I value your opinion.
Sorry, but I don't like these kind of conversations. I'm sure you're capable of forming your own opinions.
Back in Lar, you said that you lost your family to the Bloodburn. Would you... well, would you like to talk about it?
No. I'm sorry, but I don't see how my personal life is relevant to our mission. I am here because the God of Light is a threat to us all, and I want to see the matter dealt with as swiftly as possible.
Don't you feel easier around people you know?
Of course I do. However, I'm not here to feel easy, but to stop the God of Light from devouring this world.
Well, if you ever feel the need to talk about it, I'm here.
I don't think that will happen, but I appreciate the sentiment. If it's conversation you want, why don't we talk about your past instead? Judging by those nightmares you have, and according to the rumors, your waters also run deep.
Wait, how do you know about my nightmares?
Well, I'm a light sleeper myself. And it doesn't take a dreamweaver to connect those shouts that came from your tent just before we arrived in La, and a pair of bloodshot eyes to your ominous past.
If by my past you're talking about that incident in Imperia, I have to disappoint you. I don't remember it.
Oh, that's fine. I wasn't interested in the details anyway. I only care about the result. You made a tragic mistake, and other people paid the price for it. In the end, that's what it comes down to, isn't it?
I guess. What are you getting at?
I merely want your opinion on a question I haven't found an answer to. Say a person makes a terrible mistake. How can that person be sure he or she won't do it again if confronted with an identical situation?
You can never be sure. Every situation is a new trial.
I think so too. Frankly, I think most people are too quick to forgive themselves for their mistakes. It's almost as if they believe that their apologies and regret undo them altogether. They don't. I know it sounds dramatic, but if an innocent ever suffers under your actions, it leaves a stain on your soul. And that stain stays for the rest of your life, which is good, if you ask me. Some sins don't deserve forgiveness, and some sinners don't deserve absolution.
So, what exactly are you saying? That I am beyond absolution?
I don't know what you did, so I can't say. I guess what it boils down to is that people who messed up, whoever they may be, would do best not to forget that, and be particularly aware of their actions and decisions.
You're right. People are too quick to forgive themselves.
So you agree? That's a surprise. All that being said, I do approve of the Queen's decision to make you General of the Wolf Guard. I even see why she did it. It's better to have someone who knows their demons lead us than someone who doesn't. Now let's get back to the task at hand, shall we?